go racing. The lights are on. We're away. Good stuff from all the riders on the front row of the grid. Looks like they've all got away pretty cleanly. Someone charging through the field. And as they come down into turn one for the first time, it's the pole man that leads the race. But I think Anyapap tried to move forward. Didn't quite get the run out of the corner and is still sitting back in about his starting position of 5th or 6th.
Yeah, it's a good start from Tanachok. Tanachok came through well. 31, Tanat Longpliao. 21, Adananta Putra has come up really well.
That was a big move on the brakes into turn 3. Showing a lot of bravery on board that machine. He's up into 3rd now.
Brilliant start from the Indonesian.
Helmi Asman back to 4th, but he's just been relegated by one of the Yamahas on the brakes. Oh no, he hasn't. He's fought back hard, and he will come down onto the infield section, still holding down 4th position. Oh, he's gone in there with a lot of corner entry speed. No way around the outside though of the Tanat Longpliao's machine, the Thai rider.
Let's try and pick up the Hongyang Yamahas. So we got the number 23 in 5th place. That's McKinley Carl Paz. Councillor Daniel is quite a lot further back. He's got Anupab in front of him.
I think Adenda Putra has just actually taken the lead of the race on the brakes. He has. Look at that. He's obviously, he's getting the back end, starting to step out a little bit. He's quite happy to push on early on in this race.
Yeah, aggressive rider, not worried about the conditions. Really fantastic start and first lap from Adananta.
Yeah, still got the foot out. Doesn't mind pushing it hard into the final corner. He's obviously learnt what the track was like on that warm-up lap. He's quite happy to push on early in this race. He probably realises also that he can't afford to lose too much because it is only an 8-lap race.
Yeah, Tanat and Helmi also looking confident.
So Tanat's trying to go with him on board that 31 bike. Then it's Mohammed Helmi Azman on the next one. Then Saifruddin Azman, the next rider through. Well, no, Saifruddin's actually dropped back a fraction. I think that is that McKinley Kyle Paz or...
Yeah, that's Kyle is P4 currently.
Yeah,
and he's got Sharafuddin behind him. And then it's Anupab, who's in danger of losing touch with this group.
You can see a lot of dark clouds in the background there. I'm hoping that's moving away from the circuit and not continuing to threaten the circuit with rain.
This is impressive stuff from McKinley Carl Paz. The Filipino said he was nervous.
Well, you can see that Helmi was pushing on there and it didn't seem to faze McKinley Carl Paz at all. He just came straight up the... well, there he goes once again. There's another big challenge, and that's moved him up into 2nd position now. Fighting back immediately, though, is Tanat. See, lean angle's nowhere near as much as what we achieve in the dry, but the amount of corner speed that they're still managing to carry with those tyres.
Yeah, these tyres are brilliant, but in a lot of the track here is dryish anyway.
What that's going to do is going to wear the tyres down even quicker, so that when they do get to the wet bits, there's not going to be as much tread. Lucky this race is only an 8-lap duration. Got a lead group of 4 now that have just made a small break. Oh, has a quick look over the shoulder there, Adenda Putra. Not sure what that was about, because we're only just starting the 3rd lap of the race.
Perhaps he's feeling confident. Perhaps he's wondering how much harder he could or should push. Let's see if that becomes apparent.
Well, if he had a look behind him, he may see that bike number 23, McKinley Kyle Paz, is on a huge charge now. Although fighting back immediately on the brakes. I think McKinley Kyle Paz's bike is fast in a straight line, but obviously Tanat is very, very good on the brakes into turn 3, or into turn 2, that is.
Yeah, one of the other Astra Hondas went wide there at turn 3. Anupab down in 5th, not quite in touch with this group. But, oh, look at Tanat and McKinley Carl Paz taking the fight to Adananta Putra as they get to the infield section into turn 5.
Because that Tanat got pushed way out wide, then he's dropped back to 4th place now. as Helmi Asman moves up into third. That was because I think it was a long way back from the outside of the circuit where he was in that corner. He had to try and get back online as McKinley Kyle Paz makes a bid for the lead.
Yeah, a little twitch there for the Filipino, but he kept it pinned. His teammate Casper Daniel is in 9th, so a long way back.
So just looking at it, the top 3 have got, well, the top 4 have got a lead of 1 second, or had it the last lap. So who's that on bike number 89? That's Wahyu.
Wahyu Nugroho
he has
coming
moved
up
forward. I reckon keep an eye on him. He could have been the fastest rider on that last lap, going by the lap times as they come across the line. No, the fastest rider on the, oh yeah, Wahyu, there he is. He's just moved up into 4th place with a 151.6, fastest rider on the track. He was fastest in all 3 sectors and is certainly a man on a charge. Keep your eye on him over the next couple of laps.
Yeah, it's good. He had a promising start to his rookie year last year and then faded. And now he seems to be coming back again in difficult conditions.
He started out of row 3, so he wasn't certainly out of the game qualifying-wise. Obviously, he doesn't mind the bike moving around a little bit. You can see him there using the body language to get to the inside of the bike, try and keep the bike as upright as he can, accelerate on the fat part of the tyre, out of turn 3 and down towards turn 4 now.
Yeah.
Certainly no river at turn 4 now. That looks like it's one of the drier corners on the entry. Then it goes wet halfway through.
Yeah, Wahyu got the better of Anupab. Much fancied Anupab.
I think McKinley Kyle Paz is trying to make a break here. You can see in the lead, and he's really putting his head down now.
It's a brave move.
Well, the 2 Honda riders are certainly not trying to let him get away. So I've got a Yamaha leading from 2 Hondas, then another 2 Yamahas, and then a Honda. So 3 of each inside that top 6. Circuit's still very wet there. That's going to cool these tyres down. That are going to start getting extremely hot on those dry areas of the circuit. Just having a look at the top speed. Still pushing up towards 260 k's an hour top speed. Oh!
Yeah, Wahyu looking aggressive. He needs to be careful. He could just get a little bit carried away.
Yeah, he looked like he may have just fractionally overstepped the mark there and had to try and keep the bike on track. Corner we've already seen plenty of incidents today. Good little battle going back on there in that second group. Casper Daniel in that group on board bike number 27.
Yeah, and it's being led by Herjanatna.
Oh, on the brakes, Wahyu just getting shoveled out to the side. Was that Helmi Asman that pushed him wide there on the way into turn 3?
Yeah, good work at the front too from Adnanza. Squeezes past McKinley Kyle Paz.
Look at the gap they've opened up too, Barry. That's well, it seemed to be a little bit more. Oh, big moment there for McKinley Kyle Paz, who'd gone back into the lead, has a look over his shoulder. Did you see that? And I think that Adenta Putra had no option because it happened right in front of him.
Yeah, and all those 6, they were in 3 pairs with evenly spaced, and now they're bunching up again.
Well, and also too, I think Helmi Asman's just moved up into 2nd place as well, because when that moment for Paz, you could see that Adenda Putra had to get out of the throttle. Here we go, see a replay of this now. You can see challenging up the inside there, but across the front of him, just closed the door well and truly in his face, and then had a big moment as he tipped into the next corner and had to get out of the throttle, and then that meant that he lost a position on track. And Yupab's on a charge now too. He's up into 4th place.
Now, is McKinley Kyle Paz ahead of this group?
No, he's back in 6th position. So he's had a massive moment.
Yeah, yeah.
But there he is at the back of that group as they come across the line. It is Adenda Putra that leads on board the 21 bike. Wahyu's up into 2nd place. He's been a big mover in this race. And Yupab, the man that you said to keep an eye on, is still well and truly well placed in 4th.
As he is, Helmi Asman well placed in 3rd. And this is good performance from Wahyu Nugroho if he can keep a cool head.
I think this might also be a matter of going as fast as you can without wrecking the tyres, keeping something in store for possibly the last lap to try and make a break and have something in the tank.
Yeah, there's an error from Anupab, went into turn 3, too hot and too wide.
Here we go, on the big move on the brakes there from Helmi Asman. The Fluoro 32 is certainly on a bit of a charge now. He made his way forward and then dropped back a couple of positions, but he's shown that he's very good on the brakes, especially there into turn 4.
Yeah, Helmi's such a strong rider. Always seems to put himself in championship contention. He hasn't won one yet.
So McKinley Kyle Paz doesn't seem to be able to work his way forward. Remember, he was leading the race a couple of laps ago until he had a big moment and went from the lead back to 6th position. But remember, he had a warning a few corners before he had the big moment too. Remember that, Barry, at turn 4?
Yeah.
And nearly ended up with a CBR 600 sitting on the ducktail of his Yamaha.
Here comes Helmi into turn 12.
Oh, another big moment there. Was that McKinley Kyle Paz again? I think it was, actually. It was definitely, well, he's back at the back of the group again now.
He's still at the back. Wayne Agroho still looking really confident. If he managed to keep it on the black, he'll have his best result. It's not Kursim anyway.
Was that Wahib
Anupab's
or...
moving up now, Phil, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, was that Wahib or Anupab that had that big moment at turn 2? The answer to the question was it wasn't Anupab because he was challenging for the lead.
Yeah, and...
That's McKinley Kyle Paz's teammate, I think.
Yeah,
you'll find
Kazma.
Daniel, he's got some sort of problem with the 27 machine.
Yeah, so he pulls into the technical area. He's done.
Oh, a bit of water being splashed up there. I think it looked like that was from the ripple strip. May have a knee starting to drop into the ripple strip there as they get a little bit more confident on the brakes.
Yeah, a little break here from Adenanta with 1.5 laps left. Helmi's dropped back. And
Adenanta Putra's got a pretty handy little lead at the moment, but the one man that's been able to pull back those leads, Wahid Negro's starting to make his way forward now as well. And Anupab's dropped back as well on 500.
Yeah, and Carl.
Here's a replay of what happened a couple of corners ago. You can see there up the inside the 21 machine of Adenanta Putra, but off the track, that was Anupab on board the 500 bike. And who was that he took with him? That was one of the Hondas.
That was Helmi, yeah. So Helmi was a bit of target fixation maybe there. Oh, big wiggle on the exit to turn 12, but he keeps it up for Adenanta Putra. McKinley Kyle Paz fought his way back up into P3, and this fantastic showing by Wahid Negroho for Yamaha Racing Indonesia continues as we're into the last few kilometres.
Well, not only has McKinley Kyle Paz fought his way back up into 3rd position, he's made up a lot of distance, and by setting the fastest lap of the race, a 1:50.138. Now he's challenging for 2nd place. He's gone the high wide line into turn 3, and it's worked for him. So keep an eye on this final half of this race. The race is not yet in the bag for Adenanta Putra on board the 21 Honda machine. He's got the 2 Yamahas of McKinley Kyle Paz and also Wahid Negroho chasing him down over this last half a lap. Don't forget Tanat as well, the local Thai rider, looking to put on a performance here in front of his home fans.
Yeah, Anupab looking out of contention now.
Yeah, that moment where he ran on turn 3 has certainly cost him big time in the final results. Oh, right out onto the ripple strip there for Tanat. That was risky.
Tell you what, McKinley Kyle Paz thinks he can win this.
Well, half a lap to go. Less than half a lap, in fact. We're coming round through these final corners now, and we'll set sail for the finish line. Here they come down the final straight. Can McKinley Kyle Paz outbreak it on the last corner? Or is it Adinata Putra that's going to have the answers? He's good into the last corner. McKinley Kyle Paz might have to settle for second here. A good drive out of this corner. They all get out of shape. And it is Adinata Putra that takes the win. What a performance.
Yeah, and they all stay up. And that's a wheelie from Wairagroho. That's his first podium in this class. So congratulations to the Indonesian.